Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Nice to see you. Yeah, just fabulous to see you today. I have snow, so you're just going to have to keep me grounded today. My chi is all up here. I'm just so excited with the snow. I live in the Pacific Northwest. Some of you don't, but for us, you know, we have green winters, and some winters we have just a few flakes. Yukiko's going, yes, yes, yes. Do you
It's
have
a
snow
lot today.
Yeah. I actually have over 10 inches on my back deck. So yeah, we got
Yeah, me
a,
too.
a lot. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we're kind of excited here. So hopefully I can ground my chi and actually do what we need to do today. This is our sixth uh, um, lesson in this module, and we've been exploring our bodies a lot. Last time we looked at adding the torso turns to our Tai Chi Walking. We did a lot of swinging our arms at the elbows. We danced some hokey pokey. Those of you who remember that. And related all that to the ball throwing we done the week before. So today we're going to continue with all that because those are skills that we're gonna need. All of that integration is what we're going to need as we really figure out the basics and fundamentals for this toolkit. And we're using, as I said before, we're using brush, knee, and push for that. So you're not just learning brush, knee, and push, you're learning a lot of the fundamentals as we go through. And for those of you who are taking the first section, you're going to be getting to brush, knee, and push in not too distant future. So, you know, probably 5 or 6 sessions from now. So you'll be enjoying that then, and you'll have a little leg up on the other folks when you get there. We're also going to learn the other arm. You know, it's just been hanging out here while we've been swinging this arm or whatever, but the other arm's been hanging out. So we're going to learn it. By the end of today, you'll at least have the pieces of brush, knee, and push. So hopefully that will work for you. So that's what's on the agenda. Let's warm up. I'm gonna move my coffee out of the way so I can actually sort of see what I'm doing. It's a little darker in here than it usually is. I have skylights up above and they are definitely covered today. So let's get into our prepare and just warm our bodies up. Now here we are on our 6th session. So run through your own mental checklist. Yeah, I see you guys doing it. I can see heads floating up, hooking themselves to a snow cloud or the sun or whatever is out today for you. And those fingers, like sort of pulling down because you're hanging like on a coat hanger. And your feet, your whole feet, your weight is not in your heels. Your weight is not in the balls of your feet. It's right there. Little tiny weights on the ends of your middle fingers, pulling them down near the sides of your pants. And then maybe just an olive or, I don't know, a kumquat. How about a kumquat, if you know what a kumquat is? Underneath each of your armpits. So there's a little bit of room there. The bottom of you feels heavy because you're suspended like a coat on a hanger from this wonderful head, which just reaches up maybe a 1/4 inch more because you're feeling your whole spine expand. Checking in with those knees, are they soft? Maybe taking even a moment to pretend to sit down on a sort of bar stool or chair, reach with your butt a little bit and then come up. But as you come up, try to keep that reaching feeling and keep your knees soft. But as you've come up, let your spine expand and your arms hang. Lovely. And then feeling across that shoulder area on our back, emanating from the very center of our back, a little bowing, a stretching. And as you stretch across that upper back, your arms turn, your palms are back, and then your arms lever up, something pushing down and back, and your arms floating up with no effort to shoulder height. And then that helium goes out of your upper arms and your elbows droop and you push down. Ah, so good. And we're going to suspend again. Get that prepare going. Lovely. And again, across your back, into your arms, levering down on the other side of that fulcrum shoulder as your arms float up, and then a wave at the top. This time, you're bending those knees and you're sitting on that bar stool a little bit, reaching for it. You're pushing down each time until those arms feel like they can't push anymore. You're coming up and down. Let's see if we can coordinate this a little bit. Finish your down when you can't push anymore. Finish your up, including your back. It's almost like a wave in your body. So you're coming down with your knees. When you go up, how does that feel? Maybe your knees get to that soft point, but then it goes up your back a little bit. But those shoulders stay down. This looks really great, guys. One more. Now this time, we're going to come out, expanding into that kind of tree shape, and then bending at the elbows. They just keep coming around, and we go down. Nice. And up, elbows bend, and down. And up, elbows bend, and down. And I've still, now I guess not a kumquat anymore. I've got, maybe a tangerine or something in those armpits. The upper part of my arm is pretty much just staying mostly in the same place. Nice. And my arms are still out in front of me a little bit. They're not really close to my body. Yeah, nice. Lovely. And now we're going to go up, and our eyes and head is going to go up a little. Look at the moon and down. Don't let those shoulders come up. Keep those shoulders down, but allow your head, and then your head comes back. Looking at the moon. Now we're going to come out, big, big West Coast tree. And as we go down, it's going to shrink to a large oak tree on the East Coast. We feel those circles across our front and across our back. So our chest is a little recessed. We're still very balanced on our whole foot. That bottom reaching down. And the tree breathes as we come up. Lovely. And breathes out. as we go down. And breathes in. Huge tree, but it's still a circle. It's really one of those grandfather trees, but it's like the whole life cycle and energy of the tree is with you. Imagine people you love, perhaps, around this tree with you whenever it gets big. One more breath in. We're going to bring our arms in and down. All right, are we warmed up? Got our minds in a good Tai Chi space, grounded? Yeah, okay, good, good. All right, now I'm hoping you guys will talk to me today. So, you know, just telling you, if you have thoughts, I also know some of you never talk. This is fine. So no pressure, but if you're willing to talk to me and share anything that's going on with you, that would be good, because then I feel less lonely here. It's not just my own voice. So that's good. So we better get to work. Not that we haven't been working. We're in our Tai Chi brains and bodies. Any questions about anything we did? Are we good? Yeah, seeing lots of that. I see lots of smiles. That's really great. So fabulous. I'm all warmed up. All right, so I want to continue our warm-ups now with reminding us of some of the skills that we did last week. So if you can just put those arms up into your tree position, right? Into your tree position, elbows down, relaxed, shoulder blades down, you know, you're just not shoulder blades down. Yeah, that's good, good, good. And then I want you to just drop. We did this last week, I believe. Yeah, right. We did this. Yeah, great. Fabulous. And then we swung up. It's like we could push out. All right. And do you see, get this feeling, get this, yeah, really nice. It's not close to you. Yeah, nice. Yeah. And it's still a tree. If you were like this, it'd still be a tree. It's not like this. It's like this, you know. But we're pushing out. We are pushing out when we come out. So here. And this is your swing, right? This is our swing. Our shoulders are relaxed. And there's like a little bit of a, like when you make your tree, there's a little bit of a pull going out that way, you know, like going out towards the corner. So that these guys, these upper arms, they just kind of stay there, right? That's what that swing is really like in Tai Chi. So when we're going to be doing brush, knee, and push, that's what that straight. So those of you who've done it before, so you know, we're not letting this part go. We could do this, you know, it could be flopping all over the place. No, you see how my upper arms kind of just stay where they are? That's what we want. Yeah, that's really nice. Fabulous. All right, and they swing, and then we did this. Remember that? We let it circle around. I want you to think about suspenders, as if I had suspenders, or if you have a vest on, you know, you could do it like this, right? I want you to think about this part, this, how do I do this? This part right here, sort of almost against you. It's just held right in front, you see? I'm gonna do it with this hand actually, because my other hand doesn't always. So it's just sitting right there, sitting right there. And when it does, you've still got, this is just the same, right? This is just the same. It's kind of, yeah, it's just kind of right there. So here we are, tree, out, back, now out. Let the swing go around that circle and come back. Yep. So we swing, remember that? We swing step, And then we stay where we are as the swinging arm comes up. And then what did we do last time? We strike. And you remember that last time that strike, it's not a push like this. It's a strike like this. Yeah, it's right there. That was really nice, Nancy. Yeah, really nice. I know this is new for you, so this is really cool. Yeah, Sarah, you got it? Yes, everybody's got it. Fabulous. All right, so this, then, pick one. And it comes out right from your shoulder. And you're gonna be turning, right? There's gonna be a turn as you swing, but it's the same swing. Looks like it's back, but it's just the swing, right? It's not here, way back, which would be like this. It's just out, but because you turned, it looks back, right? So swing to the shoulder, turn back, strike, right? Swing to the shoulder, turn back, strike. Swing to the shoulder, turn back, strike. Now, I want you to actually imagine you're a puppeteer and the turning is what's helping make the swing. Can you do that? So put this hand up here, turn. This is kind of held. The puppeteer is holding this. Puppeteer is going to turn you, and this is just going to swing. Right, the two go together. Nice. And then and then let's do it again, and we're going to let it swing over. So you turn, and it just comes back. And the puppeteer doesn't have to do much because it's flying around the center, right? It's just swinging around, right? So from here, swing back. And now the puppeteer is going to turn us. And when it turns us, your arm comes out. When it turns us, your arm comes out. Feel that. When it turns us, your arm comes out. Let's do it on the other side. We're going to turn, swing, turn, swing, but this time you're not going to stop it. It's going to swing around. Turn, comes back. Now turn back, puppeteer turns you back, and your arm flies out. Yeah, that's it. Turn back.
Question.
Yeah.
What are our hips doing? Because to me, it looks like you're turning them just a little bit when you come back.
I might be right now. You're very observant. I appreciate this about you. I'm not worrying right now about that, but your hips will. I'll clarify the hips as we do it shortly. But right now, I just want to worry about the upper body. Sometimes the upper body is going to go with you, and sometimes it's not. So in the final turn back, the upper body will not go with you. In the one where you throw the strike, I'm sorry, the lower body will not go with you. Yes, Rima's going, what are you saying? That doesn't make sense to me. Yes, you're correct. The lower body goes, that's what I meant to say. The lower body will be going with you when you go here. The lower body will stay to the corner when you're here. But in the final one, the lower body will stay to the corner and the upper body will go forward. Okay? That's what's going to happen later. But now I want to actually go and teach you a little bit about the other arm. Does that work for folks? All right, good. So here's the other arm. So we've just had this strike, and I'm intentionally doing this. Most of you are probably right-handed. I'm intentionally giving you work on your left side first. So no, you were right, Rima. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just this is right. I want you mirroring me. I really do right now. If you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down from there. We're going to polish a table. And then we're going to let our arm come down and be in that push position. That push down like we're pushing the ball down. This nice little angle that you usually have, like remember, we push our ball down? Right, at the very beginning. It's going to look like that. So it's from here, the strike. Don't forget that strike hand, Nancy. There you go. It's going to come down in front of you. And then it's going to polish the table, clean that table off, and then it's going to come down. Now there's some turns, so it's going to look a little different. That's what's happening, okay? And it's going to get a little bigger because of the turn. So here we go. We're gonna turn, but it's going to come down in front of us. We're turning to the corner. And don't worry about the lower body right now. Then as our body stays to the corner, we're going to polish the table out in front of us. Okay? So it's going to be in front of us. Then we're going to turn back. And when we turn back, the upper body, it's going to come down. So one more time. We've struck out. We turn. It goes down in front of us. Polish the table. Turn back, comes down. Okay? We'll do that on the other side. And then we're going to practice this more in a bit. Okay? We're going to first just do it without turning if you want. We're just going to come down, polish the table, and back. So we've struck out, come down, polish the table, push. But we're turning, so we're here. We turn, it comes down. We polish the table, staying turned with our upper body and our lower body actually, and then our upper body will turn back as we push down, kind of arcs down. Some people call this patting the dog on the top of the head. One of our instructors, Kelly, calls it pat the dog. That may help you. Like, oh, hi. If you have a large dog, you know, we're not going to do this. A large dog, that'll work. All right. So Crystal, you could be patting Willow. So that would work.
Okay, thank you.
So here we go. Now I want us to go back and practice the swing a little bit. I want us to practice the swing with our swing step a little bit that we did, the hokey pokey. Remember that? So we were going, and this time I want us to do it. With our foot forward, and I want you to just go out to the corner with your foot. So stand on a foot like this, and go out to the corner for a minute, so you can just really see what the arm is doing. Just it's not it's just going out like a big tree, right? Only let's dance it a little bit. Okay, so we can go this hokey pokey, and then put your foot out, put your foot out. Nice. Foot out. Let's do it on the other side. So we're going to have this foot facing forward. We're going to have this foot going out towards the corner. This hand's going to swing, right? Put your foot out. Nice. See how this hand here is always just, this arm, this upper arm is always just kind of out. You're gonna get used to that. And then just swinging the other arm kind of at the moment. Now, the reason I'm doing this with you is not that we will be swinging this other arm that way, but look where it is. The fingers of this arm end up kind of pointing towards the middle forearm over here, don't they? That's your final position after this arm comes down. All right, so you could, it's pretty easy to get there, right? It's pretty easy to get there. You see that? Right? And you see that I'm not like this, I'm like this, right? I'm out. Yeah, that's nice. So I wanted to point that out for you guys. So we're going to do one hand, going to remind you of the one hand, and then we're going to put two hands together and we're going to do it with the footwork. So at the end of today, you're going to have the beginning of brush, knee, and push. It's not going to be practiced and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of this, right? But it's going to come. You're going to have all the pieces that you need. So we're going to go back. So give yourself some room if you have some. And again, you can mirror me. That should work. Going this direction. So if you're swinging out the hand on the same side as I am, that should work for you, okay? So I want us to stand in the corner and put this hand, you know, up in front of us and just kind of get that hokey pokey feeling, right? Remember, you're still a tree. Make sure that you still have a circle here. This is a part of the circle. Make sure it's going out, pushing out, just like we did before, okay? And this is the start of your bow step, right? This foot's going out. So what's going to happen? Your whole body is to the corner and you go out. Then as you push with this back leg, your bottom stays to the corner and your front foot comes down as you go forward, but you're not bending your knee yet. You're kind of, I want you to feel that. I want you to feel the tension of not bending your knee. In fact, if you're having trouble keeping that leg a little straight, you can, right here, there's a crease. You can let your upper body lean a little forward. Push, literally, take your hand right now and sort of push in that crease and help that front knee extend a little bit. Right? Nice. Oh, Yukiko, you look fabulous. Wonderful. I can see just about all of Yukiko. Okay, so you'd still be over here, and here we go here. Now you're going to turn the upper body only, bend this knee, and throw this arm. Your weight. This knee's bent now. The back knee, you're going to let it straighten. You're letting it straighten. And your body, I'm going to show you what your body kind of looks like. Sorry. Looks like here. Your body is going to be at an angle. Do you see that? Do you see that angle? It's not like this because what? Because we pushed in right here, right? We kind of pushed in here earlier, and then we kept that angle. So let's try that again. So here we are. This is going out. We can actually come down here and go stand in the corner. Have this here. We're going to swing, step, moving forward. We're still to the corner. The whole body is to the corner. Lower part stays there, upper bar part turns and throws as we bend this knee. So let's now do some Tai Chi walking. We're going to push back a little bit, move the weight into our heel here, turn out this foot. If that's uncomfortable, pull back, take smaller steps so it's comfortable. push with the back foot and go stand in this corner. Nice. And then put your hand up, because here we are, right here in the middle. Actually, you'll probably be more like here at this point. And swing, step. What's going to happen now? Move forward. This crease here is going to start to bend, so you can keep, but you've moved forward on this foot, but the front knee hasn't bent yet. You've got a little crease here helping you. Then bend the knee, turn the upper body only. Now, if you turn your hips with it, this may come in. Lower body to the corner, upper body straight. Nice. Nice, Sarah, and nice, Rima. You guys are getting it. I can't see enough of you, Nancy, but your front is in the right spot. So that works. That works. All right. Any questions about that? I want to try putting it all together for you. We'll have a lot more practice, but I want you to see what the whole thing looks like. And we will practice some of the skills you're going to need in order to put it all together, but I want you to get a feel for it. We good? Yes. Okay. All right. Let's actually start on the other side this time. Stand in the corner. This hand up and swing, step. Coming to the shoulder as we put it down, remember, as we're not just putting our foot down, we're actually moving forward. So in order to do that, you may have to crease here. And then push all the way through, bend that knee, turn the upper body only. Nice. Now, what is happening? This hand I want down here. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot to tell you this part. Sorry about that. Come up here for a minute. So putting them both together. This one comes up. This one just stays. Read your notes. Read your notes. It's written here, right on the palm of your hand. There you go. Read your notes. Now, swing. Arm goes down. Polish the table. Arm comes in. Turn. Arm goes down. Arm goes out. I'm going to help Rima here. Rima's not mirroring, so I'm helping Rima. All right. It's all right. It's all right, Rima. This is the right arm. Arm goes up. This one just hangs there. Read your notes. You're not actually going to look at them, but that's how you know it's in the right position. Ready? This is a swing. Down, turn, swing. Look at that position you've got. Fingers pointing towards the middle forearm. Nice. Polish the table with that new arm as you stay turned. Yeah, and then turn and feel one arm go down. Yeah, oh, I like seeing that movement, Sarah. It was like the puppeteer had you. And you should be square in that moment. Yeah, square. And then up. This one just hangs there. And then there's this little tiny feeling of a small turn here at this moment, but not much. As you read your notes, you might also note it's pointing towards the middle forearm there too. Okay? This one's going to come down. Swing, turn. Polish the table. This is when you'd be, you know, like that crease would be happening, right? Bend, knee, strike. You got it? This is the moment of truth. Foot forward. It does not matter. You can mirror me, or Rima, if you don't want to mirror me, that's fine too. I'm using my left foot forward, but most of you will have your right foot forward, okay? Is that right? Yes, yes. Okay, so I don't know my left from my right, so that's why I don't say it very much. So what's gonna happen here, this hand's gonna come up. This hand's gonna come up halfway. I don't think I told you that much about that. Yeah, this hand is gonna come up halfway as you start to what? Move your weight back onto the heel of that front foot. Then you're gonna pivot out as your arm goes the other way. This is our Tai Chi Walking. And you can read your notes. Now push with your back foot and start swinging your arm, and this other arm starting to come down. It's like you're holding a ball in the moment your weight is totally here. You got it? Then finish the swing and step. Polish the table, moving forward and getting your strike in position. You know, that crease, remember that crease? And here it comes, push through with that strike and down as you turn just your upper body. Nice job. All right, can we come back or whatever you need to do so you can see it? Okay, so your bent leg is forward. The same arm is pushing down. We're gonna shift our weight back a little bit as the pushing arm rises halfway. It just sort of comes up halfway. Now we can pivot on that front foot and turn out our foot, our leg, our quad. And when we do, our body has to turn just a little bit, unless we're going to feel a lot of tension. Then the top hand is going to start coming across our body. The bottom hand is going to start to begin to swing. We're going to push off with the back foot, stand in the corner almost like we're holding a ball. You can now push that ball down if you want and swing, step. Push with your back foot, polish that table, but you're bending that crease. You're ready to strike. You're feeling just totally pent out. Bend that front knee and turn the upper body only. All right, that's basically 2 brush knees and pushes in a row. Now the question is, questions on anything we're doing? You looked like you were doing it. See a smile on Sarah's face like, well, I did it. I don't expect you to be able to do it by yourself.
It's a lot harder than I thought.
Okay, now we're going to do it and we're going to compare. Yeah, huh? But it's not once you get it. Yeah, there's a lot inside it. Well, we're the basics and fundamentals, and we've got people like Yukiko here who have been doing this for a long time, and I want to give her something extra, which I'm thinking might be that little crease in the front. You never know. She's saying, yep, that's it. But it helps, because otherwise, how do you keep that front leg straight? You know, it's like, I mean, it shouldn't be straight, but, you know, it's a Tai Chi straight. Like, this is Tai Chi straight arm. This is not, you know, it's like, okay. So I want to compare it with throwing a ball. Okay? So we're going to carry some little balls with us when we do this. So let's put a foot out here. Let's get in the bow step. Remember, back foot to the corner. It doesn't have to be a big bow step, whatever's comfortable for you. Front leg is bent. You've got this crease here, so you can feel some nice surfboard tension between your feet. Weight is the same on both feet, right? This hand's in a strike, and this hand is down. Now we're just going to practice this again. We're going to push back a little bit. This hand with the front leg is down. As we push back with that front leg a little bit and move our weight into the heel, this arm just rises up. Our upper body is still tilted forward a little bit. Then we pivot, and when we do this, you're in the read your notes. Now, what I want you to do is imagine you've got a little ball, just a little ball, and you're going to go stand in the corner. And now I want you to let that arm swing and put your arms out for balance. Does this help at all? As you step out, because now you're going to throw this ball. Now I just want you to like sweep that. I don't know, you're Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, and or whoever it is on the Denver team, right? you're gonna come forward and you're gonna throw that ball. Like you have this in your body. You have this move in your body from throwing that ball. You told me you'd turn your body. You told me you'd swing back. Sometimes people do this, sometimes they do it differently. But this, you're throwing this strike. So let's feel that again. This foot forward, this hand up, but we're going to do it the Tai Chi way. This hand down. So it's called brush knee. This hand ends up near the bent knee. It's one way you can remember it. We're going to go back a little bit, get that weight on the heel as that arm comes up. And then as we turn out our leg, we're in that read that notes position. Remember, the top hand's just going to come down. It's almost like we're holding a ball, but I want you to think of just coming down in front of your chest. You're standing in the corner at this point. Then each move continues. Swing, step, pushing with the back foot, keeping your body, your top and lower body to the corner. You're polishing the table and bringing this hand to your, remember, it's to your shoulder. Nice. That crease is there. Then now we should feel like a spring. Let the spring go at the top as you bend that front knee and straighten that back leg. Lovely, guys. Okay, this foot on this side's in the front. We're just going to move back so we have a little more room. Remember, it's called brush knee, so the push down hand is next to your knee. Strikes on the other side. We're going to come back and out, read notes. Push with that back foot. Stand in the corner with the ball and then swing, step, polish the table, and the hand comes to your shoulder. You've got that crease and you push with the back leg, turn the upper body and launch that strike. Fabulous. Brush knee and push. Yeah, I see some big smiles. Yeah. It isn't like you could do this by yourself, right? No. But we'll get a tape up if you really want to practice it. But now when you watch it, if you watch somebody do it, you're going to see it. You're going to see those pieces and you're going to say, oh, that's like me. That's the swing part. And it's really important. People have a really hard time at this. Let's see, I have to remember what I'm doing. At this point right here, people tend to lose their balance because this is pretty complicated, this coming through and out. But if you think about the fact, and we'll practice more this next week, that you're just going to go stand in the corner and hold a ball. Look, everything is right here. We can do this. We can do this. So the problem comes, you're in the midst of doing it, but there's this moment when we're all centered. So as long as everything is coordinated, you're not going to get that feeling of not being balanced, is my hope. And you guys looked like you were maintaining your balance. So congratulations. This is a really tough move. I don't necessarily pick the easy ones to start with for you. I know you guys are up to it. And it's just really juicy because now you've been introduced to really advanced concepts like waist turning and generating power, because we're really, just like throwing a ball, we're really throwing a strike. That's really what we're doing. It is a martial move, right? But it's beautiful. It's a beautiful move too. And you can just enjoy the coordinations in your body because it's all coordinated. Any questions for me?
I never did quite figure out when to turn my hips forward instead of leaving them.
The hips don't come forward.
They don't.
Okay. They don't. So not in the bow step. So, well, they do, not at the end of the bow step, at least. Okay, so let me get close enough that you can kind of see this a little bit better. Yeah, I don't have that with me at the moment. So, so at this point right here, I'm trying to sort of show you my hips are to the corner. You see this? I'm going to keep my upper body with my hips. Do you see how my hips opened? You know, people think of their hip as one thing, but there are actually two parts to it, right? There's this leg part and there's this leg part. This leg over here hasn't moved much, but as a result, you know, my butt's moving a little. And do you see that my front has come to the front? It's more dramatic if you're taking a bigger step, that you kind of have to do that. So yes, at this point, your hips are here going through because we're about to go to stand in the other corner, right? We're going to push, but you have to be down in order to be able to open like this. Yeah, you're able to do it, Rima. I can see that. And then we push, and you see how my hips are turning? And we go and we stand in the corner. Now, this is when you can put your foot down if you want and just do a hokey pokey. This is a very good transitional move. You also can be here and out and then go stand in the corner and just bring this foot through. It's usually going to come kind of past here. We call it a pass through as it goes in. You'll see me do it that way sometimes. And then as I make this bow step, these hips turn to the corner, finish their turn. And then at the end of that turn, they're still to the corner, but my upper body isn't. They're still to the corner. And we'll go over that again next week.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Sarah, is this working for you?
Yeah, it's just, I'm just paying attention to my body in ways that I never have. And it's hard to put my mind and body together when it's good. It's hard. It's challenging.
Yes, yes, yes. You never knew your body did all of those things that you was doing and had all those coordinations in it. We are making them conscious.
Mm-hmm.
And making them conscious also allows you to really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoy what your body can do. And that's part of Tai Chi. That's why we're slowing it all down.
Mm-hmm.
So that you can really refine and enjoy those coordinations. And as you do, it'll also strengthen your whole body, because doing it in slow motion is not easy. So great. Any other comments or questions? That was fabulous. All right, let us let's take a moment to just enjoy these bodies that have done so much for us today. And let's do one more opening. Let our arms float up and down. And let's actually bend our knees a little bit. And then let's drag our fingers through the sand. Grab some of that nice warm sand on a snowy day. Up. If you want snow, that's all right. And let it go through. And drag our fingers through the warm sand. Up, squeeze, and down. And drag our fingers through the sand. Up, squeeze, and down. Thank you, guys. Have a really good day. I'm going to enjoy the snow.